Did you know that there is a silver armor so powerful and influential that its knight? It has the authority to take away the cosmos of any other warrior in the sanctuary, acting as a supreme judge among the 88 defenders of Athena. Besides this armor, there are three others with equally amazing powers, and today I'm going to show each one of them to you. Hello, Knights of Amazon, welcome to the channel. Always wanted to know? I'm Wes, and today we're going to uncover some of the most restricted files from Athena's sanctuary to understand a mystery that many fans overlook. Not all of the sacred armors of the knights were created equal. Although the hierarchy of bronze, silver, and gold seems rigid, there are specific armors that have properties which defy logic, physics, and even And in today's video, I will present the 4 armors with unique properties from Athena's army. So go ahead and comment where you're watching this video from, and which 4 armors you think are the most powerful in your opinion. Without further ado, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's start this awesome video. Let's start with one of the most famous, but maybe the least understood in its full technical detail. The bronze armor of Phoenix is officially the only one among Athena's 88 armors that has the ability to completely self-regenerate, even if it's reduced to ashes. In the standard hierarchy, when an armor is damaged, it needs the blood of a knight and the tools of an armor sculptor like Mudiaris to be restored. However, the Phoenix ignores this rule. Since the mythological era, located on the island of the Queen of Death, a place described as hell on earth, this armor remained for millennia without anyone being able to wear it. The cosmos needed to tame the Phoenix's fire is so aggressive that only Ikki, after inhuman training, was able to claim it. Historically, the Phoenix constellation represents the bird, the one of fire that is reborn from its own ashes. In the Saint Seiya lore, this trait is reflected in the fact that each time the armor is reborn, it comes back stronger and adapted to its user's cosmos. During the Sanctuary Saga, we saw Shaka of Virgo disintegrate Ikki's armor, only to see it return moments later. This characteristic isn't just a quick concept, it's a biological and spiritual evolution of the armor's sacred metal. The orichalcum, the germanium, and the stardust that make up this armor. That's why, although it's classified as bronze, it often shows a resistance and offensive power that surpass silver armors and rivals those of gold. Now let's move on to the second armor on this list. If Phoenix is the brute force that refuses to die, the silver chalice armor, or Craterus, is the ultimate mystical support of Athena's army. Properly introduced in the Next Dimension saga, we discover that this armor has functions that go far beyond physical protection. Legend has it that, in the mythological era, Athena used this chalice to quench her thirst during battles. And because it had direct contact with this deity, the armor's metal absorbed miraculous properties. When the armor takes on its object form, which is its representation of the constellation, it can be filled with water. This water acquires 2 crucial functions. First, absolute healing. Any wounded knight who drinks this water has their wounds healed and their physical and mental exhaustion instantly restored. Second, clairvoyance, perhaps the most fascinating and dangerous property. By looking at the reflection of the water inside the chalice armor, the individual can see their own future. Suikyo of the Chalice saw his downfall as a specter of Hades. Xion saw himself as the future Grand Master. And Doku saw himself as an old man watching over the Roseanne waterfall. Meanwhile, Tenma saw his reincarnation, Pegasus Seiya in a vegetative state in a wheelchair. This armor is so valuable that its location is often kept in absolute secrecy, because knowledge of the future can alter the fate of the Holy Wars. It represents the balance between life and knowledge. The knight armor that is the right hand of the Grand Master. Let's move on to the third armor. Now we're entering a more political and strategic territory. Altair's silver armor is, historically, the attire of the knight who serves as the right hand of the Grand Master in many eras, as seen in the Lost Canvas and in Saint Seiya Tyson. The Altair Knight is the one who has the necessary knowledge to replace the Grand Master if he is absent. A unique property of the Altair armor is its ability to seal and nullify. It works as a catalyst for cosmos. In practical terms, the Altair Knight has the authority delegated by Athena to judge other knights. If a knight becomes a traitor or uses their powers for evil, the bearer of the Altair armor can use specific abilities to seal the offender's cosmos, removing their ability to fight. In addition, it has an intrinsic connection with the sacred rituals of the sanctuary. In battles against gods, as we saw with Hakare Yotar, the armor can accumulate the cosmos of several fallen knights to create a blow of astronomical proportions, capable of sealing even lesser gods such as Hypnos and Thanatos. It is not just a protection, it is a symbol of order and divine punishment within the very hierarchy of the 88 knights. Finally, we come to the last armor on this list, the silver armor of Lyra, worn by the legendary Orpheus of Lyra. What makes this armor unique is not just its composition, but the way it interacts with sound waves and the souls of living beings. Unlike almost all other armors which focus on physical defense or the projection of elemental energy, such as fire, ice, lightning, and so on, Lyra is designed for spiritual and psychological combat through music. Orpheus is described as a knight whose power surpasses that of the Gold Knights, and this is largely due to the symbiosis between his cosmos and the acoustic properties of his armor and his harp. The Lyra allows the user to paralyze the opponent's nerves, control their actions, or destroy their mind. With the Death Trip Serenade, the power is so refined that Orpheus is able to maintain his consciousness and his power, even while living inside the realm of the dead, something that only users of the 8th sense Araya Shiki can do with total mastery. The armor of A shows that art and cosmos can merge to create a weapon that ignores traditional physical defenses, attacking directly at the enemy's essence. As we've seen, these four armors are not just combat suits, they are tools of Athena's army that ensure the sanctuary's survival. Even in the most desperate situations, the Phoenix ensures persistence. The cup ensures survival and vision. The altar ensures internal order. And the Lyra ensures spiritual superiority. And answering the question we left at the beginning, the reason why the Altar Knight is so respected is because he is unique, possessing the authority of the Grand Master, spiritually engraved in his role, allowing him to judge his own companions. Without him, the sanctuary would be a chaos of egos and uncontrolled powers. What did you think of the unique properties of these four armors? Is any of these armors your favorite, or do you think there are others that deserve to be on this list, like Berenice's or Sinzel's? There are several armors with unique powers within the Saint Seiya universe, and I believe we can make a part 2 of this video. Comment below which unique power armor should be on the next list. Leave your opinion in the comments because I really want to know what you think. And of course, click like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and until next time, burn your cosmos to infinity.